Hiya! It's Sunday, it's tarot time. Welcome. I'm happy to see you here again. And well, I just wrote a blog post about eclipse season we are in. I wrote about it before, but I cannot emphasize enough what it is about and that we use the energies that are working very strongly with us right now. So please do not miss this opportunity. And also a heads up that since yesterday Mercury is in retrograde. Now this isn't something to panic about. It's really a time of going inward and rethinking our steps. Yeah, it's all about the re's in our lives. So rethink, reinvent, reimagine. It's forcing us to slow down a bit and reflect and remember. In the blog post I just wrote, you can read more about it. It's on joyandcreation.com. And today's reading also has a Mercury retrograde theme. It's a very hard word. So I just did a reading for us, and it's right here. And I used 3 words connected to Mercury retrograde. And I also, this time I want to do it a little bit different. I want to involve you more in the reading because it's all very personal. I always do these readings that I do these videos for and that I post on the website for the collective, and especially for you, the people that watch these videos and that read the readings. So it's for us, it's not for you personal, but also it is, you know, we're all connected. So, but it's more of a collective reading. So I would like to invite you to, when I show you the cards, to also look at them and feel for yourself what these cards do to you and what they mean to you personally, because you have this truth inside of you. And I would love for you to give yourself your own reading. I will give you my insights on what the cards I think they mean for us. What do they mean for you? And so please take your time to look at these pictures, these images, and see what comes up for you. And really, there's nothing wrong. There's no mistakes. Everything that comes up is true. It's true for you. So please sit down, relax, take a couple of deep breaths and center yourselves. Breathe to your navel and arrive. This is your time. Be here now. For today, I used the Syrian Starseed Tarot, and I was inspired to use this because of last week's tarot reading, and the final card was the Starseed, and also because Sirius is the dog star that's connected to the 8-8 Lions Gateway that we just went through. So I feel this is the perfect deck for us to use right now. And the first question I asked, what we can restore at this time. And with restore I mean that thing that has fallen by the wayside, that we have lost track of, and that it's a due time for us to pick up again and rekindle. And the card that came up was this card. Hope you can see. It's Ascension, the Ascension card. And for you that know the tarot, it's the same as the world in the regular tarot deck. Now what comes up for you when you see this card? And when you think of what needs to be restored? For me, this card speaks of completion. The completion of a goal or of a life lesson. But also the balance of polarities. The balance between the male and the female energy. Because when you look at this card, you see a very feminine figure. But on her face, her look is very... She looks very determined, very focused. There's a lot of male energy in this as well. It's a beautiful, balanced person. Very beautiful, balanced card. And she holds the world in her hand in perfect balance. So focus. Focus on your most potent desires. What are you desiring? What do you want to make of your life? What do you want to see happen for you? And really, where do you limit yourself? Because there are unlimited possibilities on this planet. So what would you like to see? And ask yourself, why is this not showing up? What do I need to restore to make my focus, my biggest dream come true? What do you need to balance? So. And the second card is Rethink. Yeah, for whatever is going on in our lives right now, and we can't figure out how to fix it, how can we find on what area do we need to find a better solution? And the card that came up for us to rethink is the Ace of Chalices. And what comes up for you when you see this card? What do you need to rethink? What area can you use a better solution? Now, the Ace of Chalices stands for new relationships. So this card tells me we need to reflect on what relationship we would like to see appear in our lives. How much do we value ourselves? And how worthy are we of relationships? What kind of relationship do we want and aspire to? And do we feel we deserve? Perhaps we need to take a step back and review our current relationships and rethink how we want to see our relationships. This also speaks to me of new relationships coming into our lives, and it's up to us to envision how these relationships show up and how to fit them into our lives so we receive the relationship we deserve. The third card, and I want to really ask you to send me feedback on this one. This card is the Reinvent card. Where can we reinvent ourselves? And really, again, the sky is the limit. I want to ask you to look at this card and really let your imagination run wild. What would this person look like? What would this person be like, feel like, look like? What sort of hair? What sort of clothing? What sort of hobbies would this person have? The colors, everything. Just describe this person as vividly as you can. And yeah, and see this person being you. Make this the person you would long to be. Your perfect self in the very, very near future. Now on this card there's a female image. Let me check. Yes, it's a female image. But for males as well, imagine a male person. It doesn't matter. It's about the energy of the card. Please send me your feedback either in Facebook or on the website or below here on YouTube. I'd love to hear what you feel. So reinvent, and what would the new us look like? But also for the collective. This, for me, this, I will say what I see for the collective. Now this is the card. I will also take a photograph of it and post it on my blog so you can really look at it. It's the Three of Flames. Now, what does this card, this person, feel like to you? Really, really describe this person. And for me, this card stands for unbridled potential and of abundance of spirit. And the unlimited beauty of life. Can you see her? That's us. Isn't she beautiful? So happy with this card. I would love to hear your input, and I don't know how long this is, but I don't want to make it too long. Yes, I want to wish you again a very happy week, and I see you again next week. Yeah, I will see you again. I was thinking, do I have other plans? No, I make time for you. I'll be here next week, and well, I'm always here. So when you need, when you have any questions or you need anything, please let me know. And for now, do I forget something? I thought there was something else I wanted to say about. Oh, anyway, happy week. Take care. Please read the blog post I just wrote. I really feel I keep repeating myself as well, but that's because I find it very important for you not to let this opportunity slip by. It's really important. This will mark for us the next 10 years, the themes we will work on. Please lay your groundwork properly, thoroughly. Be still, go within, be guided.